What rigorous tests does firefighter turnout gear undergo? Imagine putting on a suit that has to protect you from the worst fires and hazards you can face. Firefighter turnout gear, also called bunker gear, is built to do just that. But before it ever reaches a firefighter's hands, it must pass a series of tough tests. These tests make sure the gear can handle extreme heat, flames, chemicals, and physical stress. First, firefighters check their gear visually every day. They look for tears, cuts, or signs of damage. They also check seams, zippers, and Velcro to make sure everything is intact. If there's any damage, the gear might not protect properly during a fire. These routine checks are quick but important. Once a year, or after a serious incident, the gear gets a more detailed inspection. Certified professionals examine the outer shell, thermal liner, and moisture barrier. They look for any signs of wear or damage that might weaken the gear. The moisture barrier is tested to see if it still blocks water and chemicals. Seams and closures like zippers are tested for strength. Reflective trim is checked for visibility, and labels are verified to be clear. Sometimes, the gear is cleaned first to remove dirt and contaminants that could hide damage. Cleaning is a big part of gear testing too. Firefighter gear must be cleaned carefully following strict standards. This removes soot, chemicals, and carcinogens that can stick to the fabric. Proper cleaning keeps the gear's protective qualities intact and reduces health risks for firefighters. The National Fire Protection Association has guidelines for cleaning and repairing turnout gear. Before gear is approved for use, it undergoes performance tests. These tests are done by manufacturers to meet national standards like the National Fire Protection Association 1971 and the new NFPA 1970 from 2024. The gear is tested for heat and flame resistance, water and vapor protection, and fabric strength. For example, the Thermal Protective Performance Test measures how well the gear resists heat. Resistance to water penetration ensures firefighters stay dry and comfortable. The fabrics are tested for how much they can stretch or tear without breaking. Hoods and other parts are tested to block harmful particles from reaching the skin. Hardware like zippers and snaps are also tested under stress to see if they hold up. Every piece of turnout gear is carefully tracked. Records include when it was issued, inspected, cleaned, repaired, and details about the manufacturer. This helps keep the gear safe and in good shape. If repairs are needed or the gear gets too old, it can be replaced on time. All these tests and inspections are vital. They make sure the gear will perform reliably in dangerous situations. Properly tested turnout gear helps protect firefighters from injury and illness. Regular maintenance and following safety standards like NFPA 1851 keep the gear in top shape. When gear is tested and maintained well, it becomes a key part of firefighter safety and effectiveness.